Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Commander Cockins, and we own year 6 of Trekyards. Wow. That 6th year, 2020, was a good year for us. It's really changed me as a person.
Yeah, I was wondering where you're going with that. I thought, yeah, it's been a whole year. It's just had a 1 year time jump.
October 2020.
See, you can tell my hair's different, Yeah. Oh, well. I did my makeup, too. No.
Well, yeah, because you look so old. You already aged this year, so the makeup just trying to hide the wrinkles, yeah.
Yeah. No, but we are here to talk to you today about the Discovery Season 3 trailer.
Yes.
Specifically, the 1 year that's mentioned by Burnham, that she's waited a year. We're just going to briefly talk about it and see if we can figure out where it fits in. We have looked at the entire trailer on our live, and judging by her hairstyles, you can kind of get a feel for where things are happening. But it is confusing still, so it's worth talking about.
Yeah, it's a fun idea to have. I mean, the thing about time is that you can say, oh, they came through, Discovery went through wormhole 5 seconds later than you, and therefore, oh no, a year, whatever. It's easily justifiable. And Alex Kurtzman did say also in an interview that yes, Discovery comes out a year later. So imagine being stuck in the distant future with a time suit which theoretically still works, but doesn't. Whatever, do whatever you want with it. With a single bit of kit, maybe it can do its wormhole drive, maybe it can't. Maybe it can time jump, maybe it can't. Maybe it's not even going to work anymore. And here you are stranded. And where's your ship? You have no idea. I mean, that's dramatic. I mean, that certainly will create some interesting plot points. And what did you take from the trailer then in terms of vibe of that? And also picked pictures that only reflect sort of the timeness of it.
Well, see, I thought the 1 year jump was like immediate because it's clear she lands somewhere or crashes, and if Discovery's coming out a year later, she's got to wait that year for them to show up. So she lands on this planet. She meets,
which is not Terralisium. They call that out. It's not Terralisium.
Yep. She meets this character Book. They walk around for a while. They apparently run into this. Spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer, but whatever. It's a trailer, so. They run into this person that says he's been waiting for somebody like them. They walk into his office, and there's like a stylized or a simplified UFP flag, and her hair is the same when she shakes this guy's hand. But then, if that's the 1 year time jump, or maybe that happens in like a space of a month or something, and then the rest of the year could be that what we see with her in the shuttle, with the different looks that she has hair wise and stuff. But I think we see scenes with her with there's a lot of scenes with her with like the standard hairstyle. So a lot happens in that month or 2 months or whatever it is. And hair doesn't grow that fast. I don't think hair grows that fast in a year, because she had the shorter cut and then she has like long dreads. I guess you could replicate like extensions.
Well, yeah, one of my friends who's literally at university, she one day had short hair, next day had full dreadlocks. I'm like, wow. She was like, yeah,
Damn.
they went to the salon, they clipped them in, and that's my new hair. I'm like, oh. And she spends like 6 months like that. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is okay, cool.
So yeah, I don't know exactly where. I assume this takes place right away, but then you see her walking with Book, and we're not sure how long that process takes. And then when Discovery comes out, if they find her immediately, if she's even near where she's supposed to be, where they come out, do they still have to look for her? Because it seems like there's some kind of search process. And then they've been looking for a while, I guess, and then Tilly, they find each other, and Tilly gives her a huge hug. So
yeah, it's true. You wouldn't necessarily give that big a hug if it only felt like a few days had passed.
Or a few hours, because it might feel like a few hours or even minutes for Discovery. It's been a year for Burnham, so yeah.
It's true. Yeah, and why I sort of pitched it as a type of character jump is I think this is going to radically change the character. Discovery has its good points, its bad points. Good points of being the VFX quality and the makeup and such, but certainly one of the less good points is the Michael Burnham character, both being overly competent in every possible skill, and being sort of too focused on, despite it not making sense, despite being the main character. There's a whole lot of things that I think are holdovers from the original pitch, and then it all kind of... Because remember, the show kept getting rewritten as it was going on. Showrunners changed season 1, the entire plot got reversed, or changed around. In season 2, they filmed 3, and then the showrunners got fired, and they changed the direction, they changed to go to the future. And now in season 3, they just actually announced that they're filming episode 6 and currently writing the last 3. They didn't even write the entire season before they filmed it. which is a little bit worrying.
That is worrying.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to do a full season arc. Like, you can know where you're going, but that actually is quite useful to try and... Anyway. So that makes sense why it's all a bit disjointed, but I'm hoping that having Burnham have this year to be herself, who is not defined by her parents, who she said bye to them, who's not defined by Spock, who's not defined by the Federation, who's not defined by being the start of the Klingon War and getting everyone killed. None of these things have any bearing at this point in her life. They can't. So she gets to be a fresh person. And like I said in our previous piece, I met Suka Martin Green. She's lovely. And none of that comes across in Burnham. It's amazingly good acting, considering she's not at all the same person in any way. It's really remarkable, actually. But if you give her a year to be something else, and obviously the vibe which we're given with the transition to these three hairstyles, the look, time is passing, her demeanour is so much more of just a 21st century woman, relaxed, rather than the Burnham character. You know, if you'd said these stills were from her next movie, Dark Horizon 6, The Reckoning, you'd be like, well, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I can definitely see them saying, right, we're going to soft reboot the character to do something else. You know, especially since a show is sort of led by the lead. Never quite worked with Burnham, although it worked better with having the secondary, the Spock character, to try and bounce off. And they got booked this year, which is great. So hopefully they'll give her a soft reboot. She'll come in, be fresh, see the crew will be the same, and then she can work with them better.
And it is the scene with Tilly hugging her. She does have the dreadlocks, so that's clear that's. I mean, this could happen anytime. They could have been reunited like months ago, but she just went on a dangerous mission and came back. Well, I don't know. Anyway, taking too much from that one still.
Well, it definitely intrigues me that she starts in a time suit, finds the Federation, and then is in a shuttle, but then clearly makes it a home, which implies either staying still or traveling. I mean, well, I guess the fact she has all this equipment, newer stuff, that she's searching. I'm assuming that she, like, some way through her journey, says, oh, I can't work with your book, I need to just find Discovery, and I don't know where it's going to pop out, and she keeps looking, and in that journey she finds new information and things, and then book gets enrolled, like, is in the storyline when Discovery comes in, because it's clear they sort of maybe get captured by the current leaders of the universe, the galaxy, who hold them at gunpoint, so he's probably involved in that in some way, and it was interesting. Like, I definitely think there'll be a two timeline plot line, one in the present, or one in Burnham's present, one in their present, and see them sort of tell through flashbacks. I think would be really, really interesting. Or literally we're going to get like 3 episodes of her in the past, and then the characters come in, because we know they filmed a lot later. They already filmed like 3 episodes, and then they brought in the other cast. So maybe it is just film 3, then the season continues, maybe?
There's one thing I want to point out. I just noticed that we didn't talk about in our live. That transition from like the 3 pictures of the year. You notice there's like a pouch or something slung over the back of the chair. It doesn't move at all in like a year. And it only adds one little pencil thing in there. It doesn't even look like it's been shifted from her sitting up, getting up and sitting down. It's not part of the chair.
Yeah.
That's just really weird. Anyway, I just noticed that. So
I mean, yeah, my assumption is that's just her tool belt. She just puts it there when she's not using it, so she always has it there.
It hasn't moved at all.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I thought there'd be subtle movements in it, because you're taking it off and on if it's a tool belt.
Sure. Would have been a nice touch. I like her different costumes as well. They're all 3 different costumes. One's I'm guessing the first one's the undersuit to the suit, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like the undersuit for the time suit for sure.
And the second one's kind of... I mean, the second one, she looks so young. The second one, she looks like she could be 14 or 15. It's amazing how different this woman can look in 3 distinct vibes. You know? Like the first one, she kind of looks like she's got muscles, because the suit kind of accents them. The second one, she looks much younger. And the third one, she looks like a teen, but like late teen, like... You know, I've got some attitude, but it's like good attitude.
Yeah.
But I think the second one looks like she's trying to blend in. Maybe she went on a mission and she's trying to blend in with the locals sort of thing. And the third one is now I've got my own kick-ass suit, because guess what? I've been here for 9 effing months. I got a kick-ass suit now. Even though she goes back in uniform when she finds them on Discovery at some point. It's interesting. It's interesting.
A year time jump, done by somebody that was in a time suit that went 930 years in the future, but didn't use a time suit for this year time jump, because it's not really time jump. It's just a year of her doing her thing until the Discovery gets there. So that was a great discussion.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting way of off-centering the show and having different characters and different information. Like I said, I like the idea of her being over the top in terms of knowledge and maybe not telling the crew. You know, she's had to go a bit darker because she's had to change her priorities into the greater good versus, you know, there's stuff you can do with that make she can become appropriately important by the nature of having a year by herself doing things, bobs, and being part of the world.
Yep, makes more sense for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. Also, we extrapolated a lot out of it, but it's nice how the subtle things. It's like, hey, it's there, you know. It's amazing how sometimes they can throw just a random clip in, and because of editing it, they're like, oh yeah, it's from episode 3. Who cares? But it's like, yeah, but the costume, yeah, but the hair, you know.
Yeah.
Good. It's good.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is our look at the Burnham year span, wait, whatever.
Possible soft reboot of the character.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think, of course, down below. Now, if you want to help us out to make more content like this, because there's a lot more content coming, you can do so. There's links down below to our Patreon. You can also help us via PayPal or head over to Trekyards.com and click the donate button. But we also have other cool stuff down there, like Teespring. You can buy some cool Trekyards merch. And even Eagle Moss. You can save some money off Eagle Moss ships. So that helps you and helps us as well. So please do all those things to help us out. But there's an easier way to help us out, and Sammy's going to tell you about that.
The simplest way, the best way, and in some sense, just to subscribe to this channel. Because YouTube, it's a fickle mistress, but if you subscribe and click the bell notification, then you should be part of our little ecosystem. When we release things like our lives, you'll be alerted. We do the lives every week. All videos come out on Saturday at 5 GMT. 5 GMT, 12 Eastern, and just random videos when something comes up. Or times like this when a trailer comes out, an episode comes out, and we just go ape and release lots of cool content. So join us for that journey by subscribing, liking, commenting. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.